morning. Come get your goody.
I like to sit down, enjoy a nice joint at the end of a workday.
Oh, lovely. Well, we heard this might be coming, but we hoped we were wrong. We're hearing that President Trump, who is notoriously anti-smoking and anti-drugs, is set to reclassify marijuana as a less dangerous drug in federal rules, and that this could happen as soon as Monday. Now, I know a lot of cool tech bros and pot growers and banks and the cannabis lobby, they're feeling pretty high right now, but further normalizing weed use is a horrible idea. Marijuana is currently classified as a Schedule 1 drug, which puts it on the same level as heroin and LSD and has a high potential for abuse. But what the administration is set to do would categorize it alongside steroids or Tylenol with codeine. Here with me is Kevin Sabet, President and CEO of Smart Approaches to Marijuana. All right, Kevin, we've heard the arguments many times on both sides, but what would the practical effect of this be, rescheduling weed?
Thanks for having me again, Laura. It would overnight allow tax breaks to the pot industry, and then they would be able to use that money for further marketing, further expansion, and, further normalizing a drug that is 10 to 30 times stronger than it was, 20 years ago, a drug that's causing psychosis, violence, schizophrenia. That's why it's so puzzling to me, Laura, why this president would want to sign his name to a recommendation made in the prior administration, which was really a political recommendation, for the re-election or election, whichever date you want to look at. And it was not based on any science. It's opposed by all the doctors. By the way, it wouldn't let anybody out of prison. It has nothing to do with arrests. It's just completely nonsensical, but it would also send a terrible message to young people that this is now safer than we thought it was, when it's actually more dangerous than we thought it was.
What are the top 3 reasons why weed is more dangerous than, let's say, alcohol?
Well, it's very different than alcohol. Obviously, alcohol is plenty dangerous. Part of the reason alcohol is dangerous is because it's so ubiquitous and used by so many people. But only 1 in 10 drinkers actually use every day, whereas 1 in 2 marijuana users now who used in the past month use every day. So the addiction rate has skyrocketed because it's so much stronger. The other reason that we should not be doing this is that this is completely enmeshed with foreign criminal cartels. So by rescheduling weed to a lower schedule and opening this up, we're going to allow the international cartels, specifically the Chinese cartels, which are all over rural America, planting weed all of a sudden. They become weed farmers, I guess. But it's really part of a much larger intelligence gathering operation that I don't think the president is aware of. This is enmeshed in fentanyl money. It is all about the foreign criminal cartels. So it's just a very bad idea. And really the third reason is that alcohol, by the way, in and out of your system within 24 hours, marijuana and its effects, not just the testing, stays in your system longer. And if it's rescheduled, we're now looking at what are we going to do about our pilots? What are we going to do about our doctors? What are we going to do about people that our bus drivers? We don't want them to be high. So this does not help America at all.
And Kevin, when you think about this over time, I think our kids are under already so much pressure and so many horrible things that they have to deal with online. And you could see that this would be, just no calories or you could see this would be something that a lot of young people would lean into, which we've seen is just horrendous results. And I know the president doesn't want that. I know he doesn't believe in drug use at all. He encourages kids never to use drugs or smoking. So maybe there's a chance of rethinking this, but I think the medical marijuana lobby and friends perhaps who said, look, it helps me with my cancer treatment, or that, I think, has probably pushed him.
I think it is. I think it's honestly a couple of golf buddies that pushed him over the edge. My understanding is that most of the administration does not want this. The speaker does not want this. I don't want to speak for him, but that is what we're hearing. Nobody wants this unless you're in the pot industry, so you get the tax breaks. So I really hope that the president just takes a deep breath on this. He can actually do something about medical marijuana if he wants to. He can do an EO that would greatly increase research, that could increase funding for research. That's a way to do this if you want to look at the legitimate use, not the way they're doing it.
All right, good idea. Kevin, always great to see you. Thanks you. Again. We're lone voices crying in the wilderness sometimes, but that's okay.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.